Hello. Today is March 26th, a couple days before the end of the month. Sorry, today is February 26th. It's just a couple days from the end of the month, which I'll be doing March's reading today. And I hope everyone's really doing well this month. I know we've had some crazy weather all over the world, including here in the Calgary area. Getting a little tired of the cold weather and the snow, but today we have a beautiful blue sky, so lots of sunshine. It kind of helps make things feel a little warmer even if they're not. So today's angel card reading, I'm using Doreen Virtue's Archangel Raphael healing cards. I actually got this deck from her son, Charles, at an angel mediumship workshop I took from him quite a few years ago now. I can't remember exactly what year. Oh, there's our first card, just fell out. There we go. So they're kind of extra special because I've had them signed by him. And of course his energy handed the deck to me as well. So I was going through a lot of healing at the time, and in fact, when I went through each card separately, like you're supposed to when you buy a deck of cards, you just go through and put your energy in each card. There's 2 massage cards, and at that time I had been humming and hawing. I really needed a new massage therapist, and that card kind of gave me the extra little boost I needed to go out and find a new massage therapist. So I'm going to pull 3 cards, and let's see what they have to say. Okay, so I've been doing quite a bit of speaking about my book lately, and my book truly is about, well, it's an autobiography, and at a certain period in my life, age 33, I kind of looked and realized I'd been kind of following this to-do list for a long time. And it all had to do pretty much with my conditioning and with my circumstances. There was a lot of busyness in my life at that time. I didn't have a lot of time to stop and sit and think about things. And I don't know if you really do that in your 20s anyway. So early 30s I did. But what I noticed is the life I was in that moment was not what I had planned for myself. But as you know, everything you do in this moment and the next, you manifest. So I realized I'd manifested my life up until that point, and I needed to repair everything that had happened in the past in order to manifest a new life into the future. And that's kind of the basis of my book, which then goes into different healings that I've experienced in my body, and the use of manifestation and using intuition as a tool. I bring that all up because when we manifest things, it is like prayer. Prayer is more asking for help, but asking for help to release things in our life or to bring what we want into our life. Even if it has to do with somebody else's life, we're still asking for help to manifest an outcome. So this card, prayer works, is very much connected to me. And I hope each and every one of us, because this is how we get to that next chapter in our life. And when we manifest, it doesn't always look like we need it to look, because we are having to heal a situation. If we haven't experienced a situation yet, there's something there we have to heal from our past in order to move into that new situation. And so sometimes our life looks like a complete disaster, mess. There's pain, emotional, physical, mental pain that we have to work through in order to get to those new places that we want to manifest. And that's, I think, a part of this whole healing process that people kind of miss out on. And when things start getting difficult, a lot of people decide it's too much work, or it's too painful, and then they dull their senses with different types of addictions, whatever that has to be. You know, it can be, doesn't have to be alcohol, drugs, it could be shopping, it could be work, it could be relationships. So this card says, Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for hearing and answering my prayers of, and then you put what your prayers are about. And in order to manifest, we do have to work through some of the pain, and prayer can help with that pain, releasing that pain. So the next card is called Avoid Allergens. And this one, I hope it speaks to you. It totally speaks to me right now. I have had 3 separate skin rashes in the last 6 weeks. I think I've figured out what they're about, but I've become a lot more sensitive to a lot of different foods and chemicals than I ever was before. And if you find this is the case for you, it might be time to do a liver cleanse or something of that nature. Typically, coming into spring is a good time to be doing a cleanse. It's interesting to me that this is kind of like a knight riding in on his unicorn horse to help with the allergens. I'm not sure what they would do, but I'm definitely going to call on them if I have another outbreak. Of course, this is Archangel Raphael on this flying unicorn horse. Dear Archangel Raphael, please assist me in identifying and avoiding allergens that may be toxic to my health and happiness. Help me to only crave healthful foods and beverages. So that is an excellent prayer if you're having problems with your body. And as we move up in the frequency of life and we no longer are hanging out with the people or situations or environment that has that low frequency, you're going to find that there's more things that you're sensitive to. Where before you might have been more sensitive emotionally to things, you've kind of cleared that out as you've moved up the frequency ladder. You will find that your body becomes more sensitive to different things. So again, that prayer is, Dear Archangel Raphael, and you can repeat that. Please assist me in identifying and avoiding allergens that may be toxic to my health and happiness. Help me to only crave healthful foods and beverages. And call on Raphael if you feel you're having a problem or struggling with something. So the last card is sunlight. You can see the aura around this angel's head. At this time of year, a lot of us do feel a little bit more depressed because the winter seems long. It's coming to an end. Anyone who lives in a climate where it's more cloudy, it's difficult if you don't see the sun. You're losing the vitamin D. So sunlight is very important. Archangel Raphael, please help me enjoy the benefits of sunshine in safe and healthy ways. So a lot of us like to run off this time of year and find somewhere warm, or maybe you just came back from somewhere warm. So, or maybe you live in an area that just always has lots of sun. So just be cautious of that. You can also gain sunlight through foods that are grown in the sun. So, you know, fruits and vegetables will bring in a lot of that extra energy you can claim from the sun. And I don't know if you can understand that, but since everything is energy, so if this apple has been on a tree and it has received the sun to grow, as we eat that apple, we can actually and tap into it into the sunlight that that apple has used to be produced into the beautiful fruit it is now. And see how that works for you, especially if you don't have a chance to get away and do something to avoid a little bit of this winter we've been having. I've been very lucky. I was in Hawaii last month. I did my angel card reading there, and my mother is taking me to Mexico next week, so I will get to enjoy some more sunlight, but this is a great reminder for me to make sure that I'm doing it in a very healthy and safe way. So, kind of an interesting reading today. A little bit of mixed bag here for a bunch of different things. So make sure that you are working on your prayers to help heal you so you can manifest things in your future that you want. And remember, as we manifest and we heal, our frequency rises. We become cleaner. We have less blockages in our body. And that's really when we start noticing what we're allergic to. I've been allergic to, I believe, dairy and gluten my whole life, but it presented itself as asthma. So it's not until you get healthier that you can break away from the name of the disease the doctor has given something and realize what's really affecting your body at a different level. And of course, those were allergens. They're causing problems for me, and that's why my lungs weren't working as well. So as you get healthy, try to break away from any disease title the doctor has given you and start looking inside your body to see what it is that's slowing you down or taking your energy or causing a rash or making you feel like you have sinus issues. Soy is a new one that's come up for me. I never had problems with soy up until a few weeks ago. So it might surprise you what all of a sudden you can't take into your body. And use the sunlight to recharge. Be careful with it, of course, but use it to charge, whether that's in your fresh fruits and vegetables or if you have a chance to just go for a hike because it's a beautiful day. So I hope this helps you this month, guide you into March and through to the end. And I will see you in April, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful month.